This week, I enjoy a rather limp-looking sausage, a delicious curry,
It's really good.
and of course delays and frustration
18 hours they've been waiting.
as I take a flight back to India.
Well, good morning from the beautiful Praia del Rei here in Portugal, just up the coast from Lisbon. I've had a weekend off here, enjoying this beautiful sunshine, this beautiful coast, having a bit of relaxation, but now it's time to get back to it. And boy, am I glad I've had some relaxation, because today I'm about to jump on a flight back to India. You know, I still can't believe they gave me a Porsche 911 as a rental. This is incredible. Anyway, India and me don't traditionally have the best relationship. You see, the first time I ever went to India, I got dragged out of a taxi and almost got robbed. The second time I went, I took an Indian sleeper train and I caught COVID, which was not a good end to the trip. So I'm really hoping that my trip today is going to go a little bit smoother, because today I'm taking a flight on an airline that I quite like when I'm flying in India. They're called Vistara. But first I've got to get across to Paris and get my flight. Right then, Paris, France. Now to figure out how I get across the airport to Vistara. I think they're on 2C, I'm in 2F. That was all fairly straightforward. I'd arrived in on a separate ticket. My Air France flight was a separate ticket into a different part of the airport. Wasn't sure whether I'd have much luck coming through airside, but there's a little bus that takes you all the way around. So I'm airside now in Terminal C. Plane's here. A couple of hours till we leave, so let's go and get to the lounge.
However, as it would turn out, finding the right lounge here in Paris would prove to be a bit of an issue.
Hi, I'm looking for the Salon Paris, the Paris lounge.
Yeah, passport.
Is that here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Paris lounge. Yeah. This.
Yeah, passport. Not here.
Okay. So it's down somewhere else, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And the gates?
So the gates in that side. You go to the passport, go the direction for the person to the verified one.
Okay.
Because I don't know for the that's a lodge.
Okay. All right. Okay. I legitimately did not understand a word that guy said. I did get the impression it wasn't that lounge. Oh goodness me! We'll give it a Paris lounge, wherever that is. Presumably somewhere in Paris.
Eventually though, I did manage to find the Paris lounge, and actually it wasn't too bad.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Once you get into the lounge, there's a few snacky things to eat and a few places to sit as well. It's not a massive lounge, but it actually had quite a bit of space tonight.
It's a bit hidden away. It's down by the gates. I've gone for some French cheese, of course, because I'm in France. I've got to eat some actual French camembert and brie, haven't you? And a glass of red Coca-Cola before we get on the flight across to Delhi. I think it's about a 9-hour run tonight. Flight leaves about 10:30 at night. Gets in sort of mid-morning tomorrow into Delhi, so it's going to be interesting to see what Vistara are like. I've always enjoyed flying on Vistara when I've been over in India, the domestic flights. In my opinion, I think they're one of the best airlines there, but what the long haul's going to be like, I don't know. We'll figure that one out, I think, in a few minutes as we go and get on board the plane and take a flight across to the subcontinent. All right then, time to head to the gate and get on board our Vistara flight to India. Let's do this.
I headed to the gate, where it seemed that the excitement was already underway, as a group of angry passengers were making it known that they weren't best pleased with Vistara.
Guys, wild, because 18 hours they've been waiting. So they have not boarded yesterday. They've been kept on the airport. They have been given a €60 voucher. They are all of them since yesterday.
Wow. They've not been allowed to leave the airport?
Not, they can't. This is interesting.
Wow.
Morning, sir. Morning, 10:30 onwards.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Hopefully they get on this one.
That's what they're wondering.
Yeah.
They're scared.
Yeah.
We will, board and we'll fill the plane.
Yeah.
So they want us to wait. So they should board.
Thankfully for me at least, it was soon time to get on board the plane. I still don't know if they all managed to get on the flight though.
Hello. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Oh, good afternoon. How are you?
Have a nice flight, sir.
Thank you. Oh, here we go then. Not even on board the flight yet. The chaos has already begun.
As I headed down the jet bridge, I really wasn't sure what to expect. The last Indian Dreamliner I flew on with Air India was a bit of a disaster, so I had everything crossed that this flight might be a little bit nicer.
Hello there, 6A. Thank you.
See you this way, please.
And actually, I have to say, when I got on board the plane, I was really impressed. The business class is really, really nice. It's got these little suites in a 212 configuration.
Let's put that up there. Alright, now welcome on board Vistara's Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, and well, you can colour me impressed, because this is pretty cool, isn't it? Last time I flew to India, by the way, I was on Virgin Atlantic, and it was crap in business class compared to this, and this is just beautiful. It's lovely. We've got these private suites here. They're in a 1-2-1 config across the plane, and they're sort of staggered between the window and the aisle all the way down each side. Got some storage up there, little slidey door thing, remote control for the telly just in there. We've got bedding, we've got slippers down there as well. It's beautiful. Look at that, a massive TV there up at the front as well. This is pretty decent, I have to say. Very good. It's clean, which is more than we could say for the last flight I did out of India with Air India. This is clean and nice. It's nice. About an 8 or 9 hour run, I think, across to Delhi tonight. Alright, we have an amenity kit to go through. We'll go through that in a little while. They've just come and handed that out. The menu's come around for dinner. I think I'm going to order the chicken tikka masala, seeing as we are on an Indian airline. And it's curry central now because I miss curries. I used to love them in the UK. Now I live in the States. You can't get a decent curry for love nor money. So this is going to be a nice curry trip for me. Plenty of nice curries as I travel across India. Anyway, I think we're due to be pushing back in a minute.
Unfortunately though, in something of a standard fashion for the flights to India that I've taken before, in a minute soon turned into in an hour or two.
Alright, it's now an hour after we should have left. We're still sitting here on the gate, on the stand, with no update or anything. For context, the Mumbai flight, but the side of us, the Vistara Mumbai flight, that should have left an hour before we left, and he's still there as well. So we're both there. So he's 2 hours late, we're an hour late, and don't know where we're gonna go. It's getting late now. It's like 11:30 at night. Just want to go to sleep.
Eventually though, after a further 40 minutes or so, the jet bridge disconnected and we were treated to a video of a lady trying to make her neck crack before we pushed back from the gate to begin our taxi out to the runway. Our route tonight then took us across Europe before crossing the Black Sea into Georgia. From there we crossed the Caspian, crossing Turkmenistan, Tajikistan and Pakistan before descending into Delhi. Flight time tonight was 7 hours and 58 minutes, cruising at 39,000 feet.
Alright then, finally airborne from Paris, but I'm not complaining too much about that because I've got a really long connection in Delhi. So whatever we can do to sort of shorten that connection really is going to be quite nice. Hopefully it means we get a little bit more time to sleep on the flight tonight. I'm going to be getting dinner, I think, but I'm probably not going to get them to wake me up for breakfast because I'm just going to want to sleep. I think I can always get breakfast once I'm in Delhi. But yeah, so far so good. The crew have been really nice. This seat is so comfy, by the way. The movement through the controls is really smooth. And this here as well, by the way, this, you probably can't see it, but it's like soft. It's like an actual soft pillow that you're laying your head on. It's like, I don't know if you've ever been lucky enough to ride in the back of a Mercedes, like S-Class or something like that, and they have these really soft pillows behind your head. It's like that. It's so comfy. I've got a feeling I might be able to get a little bit of sleep tonight on this flight. That might be quite nice, eh?
The in-flight entertainment options on Vistara are actually pretty decent. There's a huge range of Bollywood movies as you'd probably expect on an Indian airline, as well as live TV and a pretty decent flight map too, although the map did stop updating halfway through the flight and I did notice a few people having to have their systems reset.
And then let's have a little look through the amenity kit that we've been given. See what we've got. Alright, well, that is what the bag comes in. That's what the kit comes in. It says Forest Essentials, Luxurious Advertfitter. I don't know. And once again, it's got one of those stupid tags on it, so I can't unzip it. There we go. What's inside there? Let's have a look. We've got a Vistara eye mask. It's quite nice. Vistara socks. And then another bag. His Forest Essentials on it. That was inside this one. Got some sleep spray. Always nice. In a glass bottle as well. Which is unusual for on a flight. We've got some facial tonic mist. That's quite cool. We've got some lip balm. And finally some body milk. Or milking your body. And then that's it. Actually quite nice. And it feels really high quality stuff as well, which is quite good. The fact that they even come in little glass bottles as well is pretty nice. So there we go. Vistara's amenity kit.
It wasn't long until dinner time, and of course I went for my first curry of the trip, this chicken tikka masala. It wasn't bad at all actually, I just wish there was a bit more of it.
It's really good.
After dinner I decided to put my bed down and try and get a little bit of sleep before we arrived into Delhi.
You know what, it's not very often that you get a reclining seat and a bed in business class on an airline that actually just works when you press the button. Usually it does the whole clunky up and down thing. It goes down then goes back, and then you have to lift up off it so that you've not got your weight on it in a certain place, and it can be really clunky. This is just so smooth. You just press the button and you're down. It's amazing. It's quite spacious as well. Quite a lot of room. I've got my feet are touching, my head's touching, but width-wise it's pretty decent as well. Be able to get hopefully a decent few hours sleep. We've got about 6.5 hours to go until Delhi, so we'll see how it goes. And I will see you in the morning. Good night. You know, I can't be the only person in the world who feels so overwhelmed from time to time with everything going on in the world, let alone before you start adding in things like work and everything as well. Things can get a little bit overwhelming. It's a little bit like looking out at the beginning of the day and feeling like you've got a mountain to climb in front of you. I like to come and have a little bit of a walk in the woods sometimes just to help clear my mind a little bit and just enjoy being just me here alone with nature for a little bit, and I find it really helps me. But sometimes being alone isn't what you need. Sometimes it's better to talk things through with people, and that's why I'm grateful to this week's video sponsor, BetterHelp. You see, BetterHelp have a network of over 30,000 licensed therapists who you can talk to and chat about things that might be going on in your head. It's really, really easy to sign up to. All you do is go on the website, answer a few questions, and pretty soon you're matched with a licensed therapist who you can talk to through regular online chats. You can do video calls with them, and you can even chat to them through live chat in between your sessions too. And if you find out that for whatever reason things aren't working out with the therapist that you're working with, well, that's fine. You can change to another one at any time, completely free of charge, absolutely no obligation, and no hard feelings either way. Signing up for BetterHelp is really, really easy. Just go to the website at betterhelp.com/Noel. That's betterhelp.com/NOEL. And when you sign up, you get a discount off your first month too.
The next morning, I woke up somewhere over Pakistan.
Well, good morning. We're about an hour and a half out from Delhi. Slept actually quite well. I slept all the way through. Didn't wake up once, which was good. Yeah, it's very comfy, this bed actually, for business class anyway. It's very nice. Plenty width-wise and everything as well. Very, very comfy, which is pretty decent. So, yeah, they're about to start the breakfast service. At the moment we're over Kashi, wherever that is. I don't know. We're not far. We're not a million miles from Delhi now. So, yeah, pretty soon we'll be arriving down there. Wow, would you look at that view out there? The Himalayas. What a view to wake up to and have your breakfast to, eh? Unlike Air India, they don't black their windows out for it, so you can actually see, but I don't think the map's up to date though. The map still says that we're over Tajikistan, but we're only like an hour from landing, so I don't think that's right. Maybe they've frozen the map, but the view, just amazing.
Pakistan's always such a beautiful country from the air and the ground as well, and I really hope to go back someday soon. If you've not seen my Pakistan videos yet, I'll pop a link on the screen. As I was enjoying the scenery, breakfast was served, and it came with a rather limp looking sausage to enjoy.
Alright then, breakfast time, and for breakfast we've got a frittata, which which looks quite nice, and a sausage. This is the non-veg breakfast. Let's give it a go. Oh my goodness, frittata is lovely. Thought let's try the sausage. That is a nice sausage. That's really nice. Very good.
It's time for the Noel Phillips Loo Review.
Alright then, this is the forward loo on the Vistara Dreamliner. I've had to join a queue to come here because the flight crew have all been coming in to get their uniforms changed before we land down into Delhi, but it's quite nice. This is the forward one. I mean, it's used, it's towards the end of the flight now, but it's still relatively clean, which is nice. We've got your standard features there, like a sink and a toilet, and that's pretty much it, really. But the thing is, it's clean, and that's the thing, really. We're at the end of the flight. It's been used throughout the entire flight, and they've kept it really, really clean, which is nice. Anyway, we're about to land down into Delhi, so I've got to get back to my seat. And yeah, enjoy this approach and landing, I guess.
That was the Noel Phillips Loo Review.
And one thing I do have to say though about Vistara so far is the crew have been absolutely astounding throughout. They're so attentive. They've been coming around with the food and everything, but also with other stuff as well. They've been, one of them was earlier on was showing me some of the mountains out the window, explaining what mountains they were and stuff. I've just come back to my seat from doing the loo review, and I thought, you know, I fancy a cup of coffee before we land. I did the call bell thing. I don't very often do that. I did the call bell within like 10 seconds. She was here. It's just amazing, really, really good, fantastic service. I'm honestly really loving this flight. You know, there's never been any doubt in my mind really that Vistara are probably the best Indian airline that there is, period. But you know what, after taking this flight long haul with them as well, I'd even go so far as to say they're quite possibly one of the best airlines I've ever flown on globally as well, and I really mean that. It's been such an amazing flight. I've really enjoyed this. I don't really want it to end, if I'm honest.
But sadly it did have to end, and as we started our descent into a smoggy New Delhi, I got my first glimpses of India out of the window. And don't forget, I'm now on Cameo and available to record a video message to you or a loved one. You can request me at cameo.com/noel.phillips. My ride to India on Vistara cost me $1,800 or roughly 193,000 Serbian dinars. Honestly, I love Vistara's long-haul product even more than their excellent short-haul product. Quite how long it will last though is anyone's guess though. They've just been bought out by Air India, and pretty soon the Vistara brand will be gone forever. From then on, it's only a matter of time before we find out if they manage to turn Air India into Vistara, or if Vistara gets turned into Air India. And based on my past experience with Air India, I'd really like to hope it's the former.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wonderful to meet you. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Right, welcome back to Delhi, India. It's been a couple of years since I've been here. Hopefully I don't take anything back home with me again this time. Hello, good morning, how are you? Thank you very much. Thank you.
Immigration complete, I decided to see if I'd be able to try and get through to the departure gate so I could head to a lounge. I knew it would be a bit of a stretch because it was quite a long time until my flight later that evening, but I decided to try it anyway.
Okay, so 6. Oh, so I can't come through to departures yet?
If you want,
Yeah.
you want to go inside,
Yeah.
6 hours prior.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So
Your departure time 6:45 p.m.
okay. So at 12:45 I can
Yes,
come through here.
12:45 you can
Right.
come here.
Okay. All right. No problem.
Till time you wait here.
Okay. I'll go in here then. All right. Thank you. Thankfully, there was a transit hotel just outside the security point, so I decided to go and see if I could get a room. Hello. How are you? I need to get a room here, please.
How many hours you want to?
6 hours if I can, until sort of 5 o'clock maybe. Thank you. Alright then, welcome to Delhi. This is my room for a few hours at least here at Delhi Airport, because they won't let me through to departures until within a few hours of my flight. My flight's not until sort of later on tonight, so I've come here to the Transit Hotel, which is just before the departure lounge. It's a bit basic. It's got a bed to sleep, obviously. We've got some water down there. Very noisy bathroom door. And there's a bathroom, we've got a shower, toilet and a sink. And that'll do. That'll do me for a few hours anyway. I'm gonna try and get a bit of rest here. Vistara, well, they were amazing. I really enjoyed my flight with them. So yeah, very, very pleased. They definitely are my favourite Indian airline I've flown on, and I really hope that I get a chance to fly on them again soon, because they were pretty decent. But let me know what you thought of them down below. In the meantime, as always, thanks so much for watching. Take care, be kind to one another, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Bye for now.